Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hey. Welcome to Salon Lounge at Dixon Place. I'm Heidi Russell, founder of International Women Artists Salon. It's my pleasure to host the show tonight. Usually we have guest hosts, but everybody has their things tonight, which is great because they're working. So this is one of our series. We also have a radio show, Salon Radio, which is every Thursday night. And I'm going to tell you more towards the end of the show because I want to make sure we have enough time to get through everybody's performance, and then we'll hopefully have a little extra time before everybody comes up from downstairs. So all the information where we're at right now, in terms of where you can find us on social media and where to email us, etc., is on the bottom here. We'd love to have you join us if you haven't yet. Partner with us, collaborate with us, sponsor us. This is a free space that Dixon Place provides to us, and we really appreciate that. So thank you, Ellie Coven and her staff. Thank you to Stephen for bartending for taking it tonight. And we'll do a pass the hat towards the end of the show just to get a little bit of funds to help pay for our videographer, Annie. Thank you, Annie, and our YouTube channel manager. So we're going to be going global. So. Anyways, to start off tonight, I would like to honor and recognize the theme for tonight is about women veterans in the arts. And there's so many out there. We can only have a few here tonight, but we thank the artists who are here tonight for your service, but also for sharing your stories and representing the rest of women veterans that are out there around the nation. And as you see on the program, we honor women veterans in the arts tonight. And here are some of their stories that will help us all open the dialogue going forth to recognize and support our veterans who have given so much to protect the freedoms that we all are fortunate to embrace. And International Women Artists Salon salutes you. And tonight we also honor an historical creative. We try to do that every show. So not only are we presenting contemporary women that are doing great artistry around the world who happen to be here in New York at the time, but we also try to sort of, let's say correct, there's got to be a better word for correct, but in this day and age, correct history. So honoring a historical woman as well. And tonight's honoree is B. Author. Raise your hand if you know B, her work. We're all like in the same age group, right? She's one of my favorite actresses, and I grew up with the shows that she was on All in the Family, Maude, and The Golden Girls, and many Broadway shows that B was on. She was born in 1922 and passed away in 2009, and she was an American actress, comedian, singer, and animal rights activist. Her career spanned 7 decades. Woo! She achieved fame, as I mentioned, in these various characters, the 1970s sitcoms, all the way up through the 80s and early 90s, winning Emmy Awards for all these roles. As a stage actress, both before and after her television success, she won a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Musical for her performance as Vera Charles in the original cast of Mame, which was in 1966. She was a veteran as well. During World War II, she worked as a truck driver and typist in the United States Marine Corps Women's Reserve, and receiving an honorable discharge in September 1945. So B, we thank you for your contributions to the arts and to the world. So moving on to our first featured artist who is here tonight, Natalie Ann Johnson. And she's here presenting her film, Laura. And Natalie is an award-winning actress, writer, director, and producer. Her first short film, Roses in Winter, won Best Short at the Women's International Film Festival in Miami in 2014 and screened at several other festivals. As an actress, Natalie most recently won Best Supporting Actress in her role as Colcar Casey in Michael Hagen's play, The Long Rail North, at Planet Connections Theater Festival. She's appeared in numerous off and off-Broadway shows and several independent films in New York. And currently her second short film, Laura, which you'll see tonight, she wrote and directed and is being submitted to the festival circuit. So be sure to follow that progress. And we thank Sherry, who's here tonight too, who's filmmaker, for introducing this film. Now
she's also the editor of the film.
And she's the editor, yes. Yes, so without further ado, we will bring up the film. And Natalie will say a word afterwards.
This story was inspired by a newspaper article that I read a couple of years ago about a female veteran living in New York City, living in her car and trying to build her life back up, working a really low-paying job and trying to build her life back from nothing. She kept hitting a wall trying to get a better-paying job and was just told that she didn't have the credentials that she needed in order to get a higher salary, even though she was trying to get a job doing what she was doing overseas while she was serving the country. And she was living in her car, and her car ended up getting towed, and it just sort of, her life just started spiraling out of control, and she felt like she had no place to build from. So it just really, I don't know, it really affected me, and I wanted to say something about it. I don't have any solutions, but this was my response to that article, and I don't remember her name. It wasn't mentioned in the article, so I wanted to give her a name. The name Laura means honor and victory, derived from the laurel tree, so I wanted to kind of honor her in that way. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about the film afterwards, I'd love to talk to you.
How do we shoot it?
Oh, and thank you, Laura. So Laura is also our lead actress. Liz Vogels is here. Ellen Lindsay is also in the film, and she's here. Sherry Berman is our editor, who's also here. I wanted to make this film with as little as possible, so I decided to shoot this on an iPhone using a little lens. My husband was a director of photography. I worked with my wonderful actor friends. We had another actor who's in the film and also recorded sound. Sherry, who I met through a wonderful film organization, offered to edit the film. So it just sort of became this community project that people wanted to just come on board because they really liked the story. And it's been a really satisfying project that I'm really proud of, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you so much.
Hey, whoa, lunch.
Thank you, sir.
Whoa, just, sir, it's just Mike. How many times I gotta tell you? Just, sir, just, look, I'll let you off the hook this time because you're so cute, huh? But, seriously, just, Mike, just call me Mike. Just, all right.
See one of the new gods, right?
That's right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So you're in the army, right?
I was.
You know this war we're fighting?
It's like close to some people. And others not so much, you know?
I mean, me. I never met anybody before.
I bet God in the building is what a relief, right? After what you've seen?
At times.
I feel like I just want to say thank you. For what? For protecting our country, that's what. You know?
Okay.
You're very quiet.
I just don't have a lot to say.
Wow, you're very tall.
So you don't like your new job?
It's not a bad job, sir. I just think I have a little bit more to offer.
Yeah, well, you don't have a degree.
I have a lot of experience in the field.
I know, I can see that.
I was the head of my unit until...
Yeah, well, now you're here, so you need a degree to work in an office to do anything remotely close to what you were doing there. It's very simple.
How is that simple, exactly, sir?
That's just how it is. That's what's simple about it. You could go to school.
I've already been to school, and I also fought for my country.
With all due respect, this isn't personal. A lot of people are in your situation.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, it's just a little slow out there right now, so when something comes up, I'll give you a call. You look like a strong, hard-working woman.
When desire gets foolish loves do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. So I won't fall in love. No, I won't fall in love. Love is only gonna break your heart with you.
But we saw it black and white tonight, so never thought you'd have a black and white film.
Right? Some things just happen.
Yes, but thank you for, is this available for, showing other places, download, sharing yet?
Not yet. We would like to screen at a couple of festivals before I make it public online.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to that, we'll follow. So again, follow along Natalie's website, which is on the front of the page here, and we wish you all the best on the
Thank you so
circuit, and
much.
keep us posted. Powerful story, and encouraging us to engage and get out to help rectify that part of
Our system.
our system, for lack of a specific term, homelessness in general. So next up we have our performance segment, and this young woman is also helps with our hosting, both our Salon radio show as well as periodically here on Salon Lounge. And it's my pleasure to introduce Dale Novella, and she's reared in South Carolina Lowcountry. Dale is a singer, songwriter, and poet who performs and produces events in the New York City area. Her flagship event is, quote unquote, "The Poet Will Be Televised" at Funkadelic Studios, a poetry jam session that fuses her loves of music and poetry. Dale is a presenter on, as I mentioned, Iwaza's Salon radio show, as well as Salon Lounge, and she has a mixtape entitled The Rec Presents Dale Novella Live, and is working on her first poetry book still. I'll let you talk more of that when you come up. So welcome to the stage, Dale.
They flow through in droves, following distant torches and blazing trails that never show, fighting through the desert just to see the city lights. But are they blinded when they realize the light was just a lie? Is there truth in the words at liberty's feet, or do we recite them just to make ourselves believe in the cacophony of culture that's been gilded in our minds? What's gonna happen when time starts to rewind? Will people succumb to ignorance and hate, pledging allegiance, hoping things will never change, forgetting their compass once brought them from afar, essentially redesigning who we are as a people, sharing a land that supposedly was free? What exactly is the cost of planting a new seed? Assimilation, deprecation of old lives? A whole lot is lost for an exile to survive. Thank you. Woo! Once again, my name is Dale Novella. I am the creator of a company called Royalty Entertainment Company, or the REC. Our flagship event is The Poet Will Be Televised, which is every second Wednesday of the month. We have a full band that comes and improvises behind each poet, singer, hip-hop artist, musician who wants to sit in. Did I say that already? It's every second Wednesday of the month. If you're interested, I can give you more information after this. I'm going to do a couple. I'm a poet, songwriter, and singer. And so I'm going to do a couple of my fusion things for you.
Hope you enjoy.
Look at these hands, they shape the whole world. You're looking at magic. Look at these legs, look at these thighs, holding up the whole world. But you can't handle it. They tell us we're ugly, they say we should be ashamed, but we escape their grasp. Didn't wait and ask, we're not afraid. If you got it, you got it. You can't lose it, you put in black girl magic, black girl magic. If you got it, you got it. You can't lose it, you put in black girl magic, black girl magic. I look at your high, you got so much on your plate. Need an escape. I can see the beauty beyond those bags under your eyes, and we'll find a way. The bills keep coming, but they're all paid, 'cause you slaved away. You're appreciated. If you got it, you got it. You can't lose it, you put in black girl magic, black girl magic. If you got it, you got it. You can't lose it, you put in black girl magic, black girl magic. If you got it, you got it. You can't lose it, you put in black girl magic, black girl magic. If you got it, you got it. You can't lose it, you put in black girl magic, black girl magic. And my life is still trying to get that great bill for a destination. Yeah. I realized vaguely when I knew I should that the world was made for this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning, I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs of what's going on. Yeah. And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, yeah, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I try, oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution, yeah. and I pray. Oh my God, I pray. I pray every single day for a revolution. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out. What's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning, I step outside, and I take a deep breath, and I get real high, and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? Yeah, and I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, and I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? The sunshine warms my face and melts my icy interior. It flows down from my fingers to my face to my toes. I come to life. Praising He who gave it to me, my spirit comes alive in the glory of this day, in the beauty that God has bestowed on us. And a smile bursts onto my lips as I realize this is living. This is beautiful. It's great to be alive, and I am happy, and it is genuinely coming from my soul. It is not based on another or another's fall or another's uplifting. It is joy straight from He who loves us. And as a smile bursts onto my lips, I realize that I am happy, that I am joyful, that I am at peace in the sunshine. Yeah, yeah. And I cry. Oh my God, do I cry? I cry all the time for this institution. And I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for revolution. And so I wake in the morning, I step outside, and I take a deep breath, and I get real high, and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? Yeah, and I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, and I said, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Thank you. It's really loud. I hope. Okay, it's not that loud. This is my last piece. It's called What We Want. We all care about what we do. So blinded by light, we can't see truth. No, 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 no. We don't care about human beings. We only care about being seen. Yeah, what we want. Hey, what we want. I said what we want. We can't have. No, 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 no. I said what we want. What we want. What we want. We can't have. No. Can doctors operate on third eyes? Can pyramids help us see inside? No, 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 no. We can help our origin. But are we helping our brethren? friend. Yeah, yeah, what we want. What we want. I said what we want. We can't have no. Say what we want. Yeah, what we want. Say what we want. We can't have no, 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 no. I'm confused when I feel. Sometimes I wake up overwhelmed with lies I see it on computer screens or maybe on my phone. So many people throwing words we can't condone. I wonder if people will open up and see there is so much more beauty hidden inside of each one of us on this earth. Why can't we all believe a change is what is needed, a change that can be seen? Yeah, what we want, what we want. I say what we want, we can't have no, 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 no. What we want, I say what we want, we can't have. That's my time. Thank you so much, y'all, for listening. And I forgot to say at the beginning, I am a veteran. I was in the Marine Corps Reserves for 7 years, so I'm happy to be here. And thank you for having me.
Brilliant. Thank you, Dale. Wow. Another hand for Dale. I love your work and how you merge poetry with the music. And I have to say that the song, Revolution Song, every time I hear it when I'm at home, I sing in the shower really loud. Ready for that revolution. So you can follow Dale along on her SoundCloud and her Tumblr, and also on Salon Radio, and back here as a host. So become a regular for Salon Lounge, the third Saturday of each month. And next up, we have our literature section. And tonight it's my great honor to introduce a longtime friend, since I've been here in New York, I think, Nicole Goodwin. And she's presenting some poems from her new book called War Cries. And Nicole is the 2013-2014 Queer Art Mentorship Queer Art Literary Fellow, as well as the winner of the Fresh Fruit Festival's 2013 Award for Performance Poetry. She's also the finalist for the Poet House 2013 Poet House Emerging Poets Fellowship Program. Well, recently she published articles talking with my daughter and Why Is This Happening in Your Life, which are personal essay reviews for award-winning documentary Tough Love. In the New York Times parent blog, Motherload? Yeah. Yes. And additionally, her work, Desert Flowers, was shortlisted and selected for performance by the Women's Playwriting International Conference in Cape Town, South Africa. And I apologize if I said any of that wrong.
You got it.
All right. I'm a visual artist, by the way. So come up to the stage, Nicole, and we look forward to hearing a collection of your poems.
Hi, everybody. My name's Nicole Goodwin. I'm this is difficult for me. I am a former Army soldier. I was stationed in Iraq 13 years ago. This collection, War Cries, is based upon my experiences in Iraq and my experiences coming home to New York City. And the film touched me. I was homeless when I came back in 2004. So I have a lot of experiences to share. So I'll read a few of those. Transfusions. These days, I stare too long at the sun. Mirrored pools spiral. They tell me I've lost all the color in my eyes. You, me, I can no longer gauge the differing. The ground is an overused baking sheet, allowing the brain to be conquered all by blood. Living is the hardest thing. Where was your child when you deployed? How long did you stay away? Did you ever think you would survive? Did you ever kill anyone? These questions hunt me down like a boar in broad daylight. My apartment is silent, but I can still feel the pounding of the mortars, the boom of the bombs. These sounds rattle my cage, push against my sanity. Each day threatens to crumble the walls. Sandstorms whip nightmares around my throat. Breathe. I cannot. The air is brittle. Trails of sweat dance with traces of my tears of salt, all left to conjure a reality that is a dream before dying. This is one of my favorites. Rough boys, tough boys. Crowds crowd street in a steamy, perspired haze. Alarming loud for a burnt-out avenue. Forced on this scavenge. No choice. Good one's turn. Fellows in Bravo Company, thirsty. Desperate for neighborhood treats. Hands irritably shooken with money. Pit stop at Baghdad Grocery. Stood guard on the side of the road. A line of us, a wall, masked men shouting back, forth. Introverted struggle, keep hands steady. Aggression surrounds like porcupine needles, festering sun, beaming transports me forward. Almost like Brooklyn home summers pass, spurts of fire hydrants, pressured water smacking skinny naked legs, flailing hands, squeals, hollers, tin can filters, ice temps raining down on passing cars. Never feared the summer before, crowds neither, but now, gatherings here, alien somehow. No cars, no squeals, no laughs, no women, no children, just testosterone. Intense, engrossed, dangerous. Feral cats ready to pounce, claw, gut. And me, right in the thick, outnumbered, allies, enemies, both ready to play the spaded ace. I'm going to leave you with one more. This one is called Iraq. I realize now that almost every OIF veteran I know cannot even speak your name without disdain. Its sticky stink stuck on the pulp of the red, ripe, beefy tongues. I can still hear the caroling of your prayers. Reminds me of Mater's lullabies. Each song sung silence and echo hovering just above my head. I no longer dream when I sleep. Pink pills, your drowned laughter, they take care of that. Sons, daughters, both beautiful in their slumbering graves, children of the dying earth, inheritors of the new ghetto. I have something to tell you. It shall be harsh because it is truth. Your playgrounds are now our landfills, our dumpsters, your mattresses. All too well, I know the sight of desolation. Underneath the dust-covered tracks where you and I buried your one solitary tear, when flickering lights were our altar posts, we shared the same skin, the same face. Our shadows, young elderly and forgotten, crossed and have never unlinked. Under the sky, you will die, mistaken. My, theirs, our visits were false ones. I collapse in sadism, erasing. My origin, forgetting. Once I was part of it too. Thank you so much.
Your book is available here tonight on this lovely instrument over here if you'd like to read more of Nicole's poetry, and it's available on Amazon as well. Bio, as she is the veteran, and she was born and raised in Houston, Texas, and she's a USAF vet from an album called War for Sale.
She wrote first, and then she doesn't want to do it, but we're going to do it.
Okay.
It's called Human.
Yes, this song is called Human. I hope you guys like it. I wrote it last year, but I feel like it makes the most sense now with everything that we've been dealing with post-election.
What makes you so special? What gives you the right to judge your equal? What gives you the reason to hate me? Oh, why are you trying to change me? Now aren't I human? Oh, we're marching on this path to freedom, living in this world to teach them, speaking out the truth to freedom, freedom. Oh, aren't we human, marching on this path to freedom, living in this world to teach them, speaking out the truth to freedom, freedom. Aren't we human? Oh, yeah, yeah, what makes you so angry? What gives you the right to kill my people? What gives you the reason to spite me? Oh, are you trying to fight me now? Aren't I human? Oh, I'm marching on this path to freedom, living in this world to teach them, speaking out the truth to freedom, freedom. Oh, aren't we human, marching on this path to freedom, living in this world to teach them, speaking out the truth to freedom, freedom. Oh, aren't we human? We're getting older. This world is getting colder. I'm marching till there's freedom. We mustn't forget we're all human. We're getting older. This world is getting colder. I'm marching till there's freedom. We mustn't forget we're all human. Marching on this path to freedom, living in this world to teach them, speaking out the truth to freedom. Oh, aren't we human, marching on this path to freedom, living in this world to teach them, speaking out the truth to freedom, freedom. Oh, aren't we human? Oh, thank you.
This next song is going to be War for Sale. It's a song that I wrote about 2 years ago, but ever since the election, I also busk on the trains for a living, and I usually do like happy songs, loving songs like, you know, All of Me by John Legend, Hold On, We're Going Home by Drake, and I try to like keep it kind of new. And then a couple of songs that I wrote that are happy. But I've been singing this song ever since the election on the train. It's called War for Sale. I wrote it 2 years ago. I was thinking about the reasons why I wrote this song, and earlier today, and I was talking to Mariah, and one of them, trying to get back into my mindset when I wrote it, one of them was the fact that there's a lot of force shaping in the Air Force. I'm from the Air Force, and I'm not sure about the other forces if they're doing the same things, but like as technology progresses, we don't really need the manpower, you know, that we used to need. So that means kind of, you know, our weapons are getting better. We don't really need the people to do it. It's kind of actually sickening because some of these people, some of the, like my brothers and sisters think of this as like video games. It's not video games. You're actually, there's other people on the other side. You're not, it's not a television. So that's a little bit disturbing. But the reason why I wrote this is because there was force shaping, which means there's a lot of people being not kicked out of the military, but kind of, you know, getting let go. They have severance pay, and you know, you get your benefits and things like that, but you don't really have your job anymore. And what do you do when your job was to be a military person? How do you enter the civilian world? And it's basically from that point of view, from a veteran's point of view, questioning different things. So here it goes. Also, Mariah wrote her own verse on this that she's going to sing. I've got 10,000 troops. We ain't got nothing to do. Let's cause a riot. Raise some hell, maybe we'll get on the news. War for sale. Who's gonna buy us? War for sale. I was 18 years old, I didn't know what to do. My country was at war, and so I went to war too. I'm proud of who I am, defender of my land. Divided we fall, and united we stand. But what do we stand for? What do we stand for? I've got 10,000 troops. We ain't got nothing to do. Let's cause a riot, raise some hell, maybe we'll get on the news. War for sale. Who's gonna buy us now? Who's gonna sell us out? War for sale.
Waking up to feel the world so cold, I pray that God don't let it break my soul. I see my brothers and sisters are trying to live and stand against the hatred and violence. We're seen as the criminals, we're seen as a problem, solely on our color of skin or where we come from. If you're a woman, you're no lesser than he. If you're religious, you have every right to be. And if you're in love with the same sex, your love is love and it deserves respect. I gotta believe the love within me is a life for my people. You matter to me.